Hello, I'm Robert Donoghue from the Environmental Learning Research Centre at Rhodes University, and Liveline asked me to open up for our deliberations the question of situated learning. And I thought to use a youth climate action example in COVID times. And the sign represents the area of Makanda, which is a water scarce area. And of course, when we look at climate, we look at global climate becoming a multi-layered concern with increasing atmospheric carbon and associated climate extremes. And if we approach it from that perspective, one gets the sense that, it's a complex sort of like outside picture. But recent climate extremes in the Eastern Cape of South Africa have produced a crisis of low dams with the knock-on effect of deepening climate action concerns. And when one starts to look at it as situated learning, then you start saying, okay, it starts up here as water shortages, then water quality declined, water costs increased because it had to be delivered by truck, food security became an issue because of the lack of local foods being grown. Then one had a problem of nutrition, deepening poverty in the area, expanding hunger and the need for hunger relief. And then, of course, the health risks associated with this, especially when the COVID pandemic exploded in the area. And then the prospect of unrest and migration that one finds as a result of climate around the world. So what one gets is ESD as situated learning, where we have problems with state service delivery. And then we have ESD in school and community situations of learning actions for a just recovery to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. And the Sustainable Development Goals thus becomes a key tool. And one gets youth groups and school groups going down to their local river, as shown in this picture, from Popomeni area, where they're doing a mini SAS study. And they look at the colonial history, the marginalization, the associated problems of the apartheid era, and then how the history has produced the situation. They go in and they look at what are the matters of concern for local inquiry and learning actions, drawing on indigenous knowledge, drawing on local learning experiences, and of course drawing on the Sustainable Development Goals, which they're able to relate to the matters of concern, which gives them a deepening sense of how to activate for future sustainability through problem solving to resolve the concerns that they're confronted with at a local level. And of course, the change challenges for a just recovery. So the importance of situated learning and working with the Sustainable Development Goals is really important, particularly with indigenous knowledge that Juan Carlos will open up later in the conversations, and also the life experience of people confronted with these problems in their local area. And here's an example of a reference from the Handprint Care soon to be released Teacher Education Manual for Education for Sustainable Development.